Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Vickie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess. These are going to be your September of 2016 free video readings. I'll be using the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which is my own creation, and then we'll pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which is my own creation. As always, I have a whole bunch of stuff here. If you're learning to read tarot, you can check out my book, Tarot in the Modern World. I also have several adult coloring books. You can find all that up in the eye in the sky, along with how to get readings and different things from me, the readings and wares that I offer. I did a kind of a cool little funny video this month, if you guys have time to check it out. It's called Find Somebody to Blame, and it's sort of sarcastic, and it's sort of like this country tune. It's supposed to be halfway funny, so if you have a minute, check it out. You can find a link below on that one. And if anybody out there is a country musician and you want to record it, definitely get a hold of me. I would love to see that happen. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit about how the readings work before we get into it. If you already know how the readings work, you can go ahead and skip ahead. First of all, when I pull the cards, I want you to pick a color. And then when the color shows up in the spread, that could contain a special message for you. When I pull the cards, I'm going to hold them up, and I want you to take time to look at each card. These cards were designed to speak to your subconscious mind. If it looks like it says something else, like for instance here, the word motion is contained in emotion. If that stands out to you, or even if it looks like it says something completely different, go with it. That's spirit communicating with you. This is empowerment tarot. I'm not trying to tell you how to lead your life, and nobody should. You should not give your power away. This is for you to activate your own intuition and find things in here and allow these cards to speak to you. If you do not get your message through this reading, be sure to check your rising and moon sign. The other thing is when the court cards appear, and the court cards would be the knights, queen, kings, and pages. Traditionally, a knight is a male, knight, king, and page are males, and the queen are females. But in these general readings, they could be male or female. So I may refer to, like if it's a king, I may refer to it as he, but really it could be he or she or anybody. Learn to trust your intuition and go with the flow on these readings. I hope that you get a special message out of here. Take time to look at each card and pause the video if you have time. Without further ado, on to your free readings for September. Okay, Virgo. Happy birthday to all you September Virgos. Let's get on to see what's going on with this reading for you. Let me move my other cards out of the way a little for September 2016. Well, there's a lot I have to tell you, too. But let me get these cards rolled out here. And then we can talk a little. One more card for Virgo. Okay. Well, first of all, it's your solar return. It's your birthday, it's your solar return. So every year at this time, this is your solar new year. Not January 1st, the New Year's Day. This is it. This is the time to do all your manifestation and all your visualizing. It's so cool that that was the very first card that came out for the upcoming year. Not January 1st. Forget about January 1st. And you know how people always do New Year's resolutions, which is, recounting everything you don't want to do. I recommend talking about what you do want to do, okay? So what do you want to do for this year? What are you trying to manifest? And that's what you need to focus on. This is a very powerful time for you. Also, don't forget, I have those year ahead videos, reports rather, and they're very in-depth. It's like 60 to 70 pages, and it's only $22, and you can find that up in the sky. It's a great time to order that one. The other big thing, though, is it's your annual new moon. You get a new moon every year, too. And your new moon is September 1st, but not only that, it's an eclipse. So these eclipse new and full moons are even more powerful than the other monthly ones that happen all the time. So not only is it your new moon, it's your new moon in Virgo, and I believe Jupiter is still in your sign here for one little last blast. It might be moving into Libra. Is it moving into Libra this month? Usually I make a bunch of astrology notes, but I forgot to do that this month. I'm doing them as I go. Yeah, Jupiter's going to move into Libra on the 9th. I should have told the Libras about that. I totally forgot. But anyways, so this is your last hurrah with Jupiter being in your sign. You got on the 1st, you got that new moon. Jupiter's still in your sign, so you have an eclipse and the power of Jupiter being there. So there's a big oomph. This is a big, powerful. Every year you have your solar return and your new moon, at this time of year. But this one is really super powerful. Okay. Let's look at these cards now. That first card out was the 7 of Cups. So that is, visualize what you want, create your reality. You have so much energy going on here. This is the time to do it. Many of you've got this, the 6 of Swords here in reverse, so that often does indicate I'm feeling stuck, I can't move on, I've been wanting to make this forge ahead with something and I just feel like I can't do it, I'm getting stuck. I feel like that could really break up for you by the end of the month, because you do have the 8 of Rods and things are moving, things are happening. Pointing at the King of Swords here. Now the King of Swords could be a person who is an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but also we are moving into the time of Libra here. On the 22nd, the Sun moves into Libra. And as I just mentioned, Jupiter moves into Libra also on the 9th. So the 9th and the 22nd could be big dates for you, for like something really, really happening. And it looks like it's really, really cool. You have the Chariot here. The Chariot is the highest success card in the entire deck. It's victory, triumph, rising above, the phoenix rising from the ashes. So whatever, there's a couple of cards here, whatever these setbacks and holdups and obstacles that you've experienced, Chariot is like, don't even worry about it. You're going to plow right through this stuff this month. You could. Chariot also, mind you, is a major arcana card. So that means that higher forces, it's more powerful. The major arcana cards are more powerful than the minor arcana cards. Up here as well, we do have the Strength card next to this, not being able to move forward and everything. We have the Strength card. And Strength is always hang in there. Strength, have patience. Patience is the #1 word of the day up there on the Strength card. So have patience. Things take time, when the timing's right, it'll all start moving forward, and it does seem to be, when this stuff starts moving into Libra, that things are really, really cracking for you. You've got the 2 worry cards right next to each other here too, and you Virgos have been known to be a little bit of a worrier. That's not surprising or anything. So this is the card of self-imposed doubt, worry, restriction, worrying. And worry, just like I said in the onset about these resolutions, the yearly manifestation things, when you do the resolutions and you're talking all about what's wrong, then you're just reinforcing what's wrong here, instead of, well, I don't want to do this, I don't want this to happen, or I can't because, well, I would love, this is what I really would love to happen, but I can't because, and this, and this, and this. These are all these swords around here. That's all those excuses and reasons that you block yourself. What's cool though, like the 7 of Pentacles is in reverse. I like that one. So you're not worried, because upright it's like, I'm worried about money, I'm stressing, I can't because I don't have enough money, blah, blah, blah. So the worrying about money stuff's going to be gone here. So for some of you, maybe you actually even want to move, because this is a journey of your life and everything up here, but it also can be like an actual move, I want to move, I can't, but I don't have the money. And just stop doing this stuff here, because it's just killing all your visualizations. If you're visualizing and you know what you want to do, but then you go back on yourself and like, well, but what about this, and this? Don't be a worrywart, Stop doing that. Just offer it up to the universe. Let the universe figure out how it's going to happen. That's not for you to figure out in your head. Sometimes you guys can get a little bit too much in your head, Too worried about the details. Don't sweat the small stuff, Look at the bigger picture. Dream about the bigger picture, where you want to be. And what does it feel like? Not exactly how is it going to happen. What time are we leaving? I got to make my itinerary. Anal. Don't be so anal, Be a little more looser. The other thing is we are having the new moon eclipse in your sign, okay? But then also there's another eclipse on the 16th, is the full moon eclipse in Pisces. So that's your opposite sign, but it also is like being real free, open. Things could be revealed. I think things are going to be revealed. There's definitely going to be cause for celebration this month. I mean, probably your birthday, yeah, I get that, right? But the Three of Cups is, it could be your birthday, yeah, but it's being happy about something. We're going to celebrate. So there's something good. It's lining right up with this Chariot. So, there's something good news to celebrate. The other thing I was going to mention about, like, if this could be an actual journey, the Chariot also can be an actual journey. So maybe some of you may be taking a trip. Maybe some of you may be moving or relocating. These are all things, and maybe this has been stalled or delayed for some cases, but now it's moving forward. We're ready to roll. It's happening, and definitely more towards the end of the month possibly, but starting at that first of the month, you definitely want to be getting on that visualization and that creating of your reality, because this is a very powerful time. And again, every year it is, but being that it's the eclipse and Jupiter is still in your sign for a minute, come on, this is some powerful energy, dudes. Okay, so let's get on. What is that card for Virgo going to be? The animal totem card. Oh, possum. I saw butterfly in there. I almost felt like butterfly might be one for you, but it didn't come out. Possum did. Alrighty. Dreams. Dreamer of dreams. Seer of visions. Pause. Create space for enlightenment. Breathe. Keep your plans and ideas private. Know when to assert and when to play dead. Well, that's kind of like this getting out of your head thing, keeping it private. I said this for one of the other signs that I've mentioned it before. Sometimes when you talk something to death, or you have to overanalyze it or look at it from every angle, it kills the energy. It really does kill the energy, And dreamer of dreams. Very first sentence on the bottom I put on this card is dreamer of dreams. What is this second word on here? Dream, So dream your dream. This is the time to dream your dream. If ever there were one, this is the time to do it. Pause and create space for enlightenment. That's what I was talking about here. Like create space for to allow things to happen. This Eight of Swords. That can just be you get too tied up in your head, too tied up in your thoughts, too tied up in worry and stuff like that. And with this power, this powerful energy is going on, one way or the other, for good or for ill. The ball's totally in your court here, So, if, you got a lot of eights here, I just happen to notice, but 8. But if you're creating on sevens too, 777, 888. But anyways, you're creating. You're constantly creating. And when the new moon eclipse is in your sign and Jupiter's in your sign, you're creating. You're co-creating with the universe. So don't be co-creating a bunch of stress and worry stuff here. We want to create the life of our dreams. That's what we want to create. And you have the potential to do that this month, Virgo, so take advantage of it. Okay, hey Virgos, thank you for everything you do to support the channel. If you want to buy any of my wares or anything, you can find that all in the eye in the sky. Don't forget to hit subscribe. There's some additional stuff below, some additional links, like the link to that video that I just did, the country song, and the Facebook page and stuff where I post the animal totems, although I just realized I didn't post one this week. But I've been working on my readings, so you guys can cut me a little slack here. Thank you for everything you do, sharing on social media, the liking, the commenting, all the stuff that you do to support this channel and me. It's all appreciated, and donating, which really makes it possible to keep these free readings going all the time. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of September, birthday month, eclipse, and Jupiter. And I'll talk to you soon.